Hello, 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 everyone. This is the latest episode of Jabronis United. I am the sniper, Kyle Krieger, and with me we have
The
which name we going by this time?
magnificent.
The magnificent Davion Busey. And boy, howdy, do we got a few things to talk about today. So, but first, how you doing? How you holding up?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Like a never-ending day. Started out with finally getting my dang car back, and from the shop, and then it's just busy day, and I finally just get home from work, and here we are with a day of news and nonsense.
Right.
Yeah. So
What do you want to start with? We got a bunch of stuff to talk about,
there's a
ladies and
lot of
gentlemen.
fun things to talk about today. I just gotta find the stinking link. So where is it? Oh,
So
the other one. We'll do the other one. We'll pop that over here, pop this over there, throw this here. And yeah, so first off, I think we need to talk a little bit about something today. So, so Davion, what would be your ideal WrestleMania main event match?
let Carly
It
finish
doesn't
this.
matter what your desired
Oh, come
WrestleMania main
on.
event match is, because we're getting The Rock versus Roman Reigns with the handoff from Cody Rhodes, who is probably going to be going after Seth Rollins now. So, what do you think of that?
I pretty much gonna say this. I do feel as though, but this is a little birdie, not Twitter, not the X, but there is rumor that they're playing this off with remember a certain wrestler that used to work for WWE and now he's with AEW.
I I get it. I do. I get it in that aspect, but it's still, it's like they already use that storyline then. So they're I get I yes, I've heard that the rumors that The Rock and Roman that they're behind, that the corporate office is behind the "We want Cody"
Mhm.
stuff. And you know what? They're certainly leading on the crowd, and they definitely would know that it's going to cause an uproar with if Cody gets bumped out of the main event because of The Rock.
Right.
But and don't get me wrong, I would love to see Rock versus Roman Reigns in a match, even
Eh,
for the title. But it's like, with what happened at last year's WrestleMania, and how it's been a year of frustration and what looked like it was going to essentially be a mulligan,
mhm.
then they pull this, and don't get me wrong, it certainly has the workings of a work, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. It does have the workings of a work, but like I tell people, remember, these are not reality because I do have an issue with this also. Also on Twitter, I think somebody had to deactivate their Twitter because of the threats that they were receiving from
No
fans,
doubt.
which is The Rock's daughter, which I
Yes.
personally stated on my morning routine on Instagram. And I stated to people, I do not agree with people making threats. It's not
No doubt.
awesome. It's not cool. Whatever I feel, I will not put anybody involved or even make a threat to the opposite person. It's unnecessary. You
I
can
agree.
speak your piece, you can say whatever you want, but when it comes to threats, that's not cool. It is not cool. These are professional people, these are entertainers. These are not people you see next door or in your own backyard. You got to understand they have a life, they're human. These aren't
Hmm.
people that you see on a day-to-day basis. These are wrestlers, they are entertainers. You can't say certain things to people. Yes, do they shoot? Yes. That's the part of the entertainment. You got actors that does the same thing. Do it for publicity, do it for clout. You got social media people that do it at the same time. But you don't get people or threaten somebody's child.
Yeah, and it's not her fault at all.
Exactly.
It's not, and the fact that the fact that she's the one that's getting threats and whatnot, that's awful.
Right. And
It's not on her.
yeah, and she
She's
don't
just
do
trying to do her job, and she was put in the spot. And whatever the hell it is behind it, if it is nepotism, whatever.
that.
If it's not, good, but it's still not her fault.
Right. There's
So,
other people that, I don't say they need to be threatened,
mhm.
but you need to call them out on their stuff. There's a difference between calling people out on their stuff, call them out on their BS, and making a threat. A threat is something that you can go to court and go to jail for.
Yeah.
Compared to calling somebody on a BS, you don't go to jail for it because you're calling them on a BS.
Mhm.
How about this? Besides saying BS, calling on their cap. Stop the cap.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just leave her alone. It's not her fault.
right,
It's not on her. There's if you want to throw blame at someone, blame the head office,
correct,
but don't put this on her.
exactly.
So, yeah. So, yeah, no, we don't do that. But unfortunately, wrestling fans are a
Toxic
rabid.
commodity.
They are. They
And
absolutely
I'm a
are.
wrestling fan, but I'm not that toxic. That's just like saying I'm a Cowboys fan and
Uh,
I go off everybody. No, I just let people say their piece and keep it moving. Do I say my team gonna win? Yes
mhm.
and no. But I call it like it is.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But even then, it's like don't don't be a
Don't
jerk.
right.
Don't pull this crap.
Hey, it's
So,
unnecessary. These people
yeah.
got lives. These people got enough on their plates. Even all of us have enough on our plate.
Hmm.
This
Absolutely.
something stupid like that. Come on.
Yeah. But
And she's a lovely looking girl. Don't get me wrong. She's a lovely looking lady. Let me say, not girl, lady, woman.
oh, no doubt. But
But
it it's like if you're given it's like if say you have a job doing
mm,
something and you get a new boss who immediately promotes you up because they know your parents or something like that.
right,
It's like what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna say no? Don't promote me? Yeah, yeah. It's silly.
it really is
It's
because
bad.
it's like stuff like that is unnecessary, and we have to do better, America. We have to do better because,
Hmm.
to be honest
Yes, we
with
do.
you, common sense had left the building.
Oh, no
Um,
doubt.
yeah,
No
and we need
doubt.
to bring. Can we have a hashtag bring common sense back? Common sense needs to come back, and I'm sorry, I'm bringing it up because every time you hear somebody, and then there's people that because it's my truth. Okay, but sometimes your truth needs to stay in your mind.
Yeah. Granted, the best truth is our truth.
Facts.
Hmm. But so enough about that.
Yeah.
There is another big piece of news that happened today. Uh a certain someone who did a lot of good things got the boot.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God.
Hmm.
Scott Demore. He is a legend in his own right. He did a lot of things for Impact and TNA. as of today, he was let go. And a lot of us fans are in shock. A majority of us are not happy about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Scott D'Amore just gets
Everybody say
gets the boot
D'Amore.
from Anthem.
Right. Everybody say
And
D'Amore. I say D'Amore.
D'Amore. But Scott Scott D'Amore removed from TNA and replaced by Anthony Cicione or
Now,
Cicione.
I don't even know who that is.
Neither do I. But Anthem, the owners of TNA, put this guy in charge. It's just so you had a company guy, a big name, Scotty. Yes, Scotty didn't know. Don't tell Scotty, but apparently he knows him now. It's like, can we go a week without something absurd happening in wrestling?
Yes, and this is the most absurd thing that actually happens today, and we're like, but why?
Yeah, it's just
why.
So let's see.
And I'm not smiling because because Scott left. I'm smiling because I'm in confusion. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Anthem,
Yeah,
what's the company's name?
I don't know, but here is a quick rundown of who he is. More than 30 years of broadcast digital media experience, great. Oversees all operations and financial performance of the entertainment group. So he's a network executive who's being just plopped into the president's spot of TNA. Will he be on camera? Will he do what Scott has been doing?
Exactly.
Or will he just be some name, just some faceless person in the higher upper echelon that will never make an appearance, and they put in like a prop, like they'll put a wrestler in as the commissioner or something like that. It's just, it's like, don't get me wrong, guy has a background and stuff, but it's like,
and it's
the executives coming in and just throwing in one of their own after all the work has been done to essentially revitalize TNA,
right?
Who's very popular in that locker room, and just unceremoniously gets booted out to put in essentially another executive.
That sounds like to me he has no on-camera experience.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, nothing against the guy. Your accolades is really good, but you're not you can't play it on their personality person.
Yeah.
So but the question is, can he do it? Like, because if he can't, then what was the point of firing somebody that was doing a great job playing both ends of the stick, and for you to hire one person to just do one end of the stick?
Yeah, it's like, it does not sit well with me.
Right. And at least with a certain person that we shall not name, even though he did his things within WWE, he had charisma. He was able to perform both duties behind the camera and on camera. Even though he was laid off, he self-terminated himself for reasons that we all personally
self-terminated. That there's a word for you.
Self-terminate, yeah. But with Scotty, you had somebody that could be better than Vince.
Absolutely.
And I said I wasn't going to say the guy's name, but guess what? I said it. Oh, well. But
yeah,
better than Vince.
It's just, this whole thing reeks. Something stinks here, and it's not Scott D'Amore.
Because if you have a good relationship with the locker room, good relationship with the team, and then have a great charismatic moments with the audience. And
He was a TNA guy.
yeah, this guy, I'm sorry to say, he doesn't he doesn't look TNA. He doesn't look Impact. He
He's
doesn't
a
look
well, he's an executive. He's
yeah.
literally a board. He's like a board member that is straight up board member, rather than like even Vince grew up in the wrestling world.
Mm-hmm.
It's like yeah, Vince turned out to be a complete shit, but
Oh well,
at least it's like at least he still came up through that. Tony Khan, yeah, he's an executive face, but he's still a wrestling fan.
correct.
This guy
This
is literally an Anthem board member or an Anthem VP or whatever, and they're like, "Oh no, we're just gonna put him in on top."
and I know when they said him, he's right there in the board members like, yeah, what?
And I'm sure, well, no, I'm sure he was perfectly fine with it because that just means payday for him. But
Yeah, but
yeah, that's
well, no, he probably was like, yeah, but no. First, when he said it, it was like, yeah, we're gonna put you, Anthony, on board.
yep.
What? Don't
But
worry,
yeah,
you're gonna get paid a lot of money.
well,
Oh,
let me just delete
oh,
that because
oh,
I don't care about that. But yeah, there's I don't know. This reeks.
it does.
This reeks hard.
So
But
now we got a bunch of people in the locker room that's probably confused and
oh yeah, no doubt. The other thing is it's like hold on, visit site, blah blah blah, good, grand, great, wonderful, brilliant. Oh, yeah, I'm using an ad blocker. I want to.
mhm.
Yeah, it throws everyone off. So you know what? I'm gonna pop it up on my phone. Exactly. So yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
a lot of
It shot. It's like I was eating lunch and I'm like, with half a burrito in my mouth.
Don't say that again.
I like my burritos. I like my quesadillas. Leave me alone. Give me my Mexican food.
We all like Mexican food, but the way you say "put my burrito in my mouth," like, "Ooh."
Would you prefer if I had a like a sub in my mouth, or if was eating quesadilla? What food would you prefer me to have in my mouth, sir?
Oh my God! Stop!
I went to an all guys school. I am so comfortable with myself. It's not even funny.
We all are, but I was about to say, wait, if we want to
And it's
go
my
down,
goal to make you feel as awkward as possible.
unless you want me to say fish sticks.
Does that make me a gay fish? But yeah, so let's see. According to my happy little article here from PW Insider,
Mhm.
it's like it was over a Zoom meeting that with the talents to inform them of Scott's departure and to introduce everyone to the new president, Tony Cicione, who now will be heading the day-to-day operations of the company going forward. And Anthem head Len Asper was on the call. So, and going farther down the article, it explains that Tony was the choice of Len. So this was a choice by Len, not yeah, exactly. Scotty didn't know. Scotty didn't know.
Mhm.
But yeah, so it's like it it's to, we were told by several that this did not sit well with many of them. No
Of
shit.
course,
And it wasn't the way to start off a relationship with the locker room,
exactly.
because Demore had a lot of connections with them. Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is gonna look
And what makes it even better, then Ciccone read a prepared statement to everybody, which makes it look even worse. What what's the best, out of the list of things to do to try to either endear yourself or to introduce yourself to basically your entire group that you're working with day to day now.
Mhm.
I'm just going to read off this prepared statement here. Hello, how are you all today? I am doing fine. Haha, thank you very much. And I look forward to be working with you.
Oh God. So I'm surprised nobody from Ring of Honor was ready to put him through a table.
I'm sure that the feelings in the locker room were probably a mix of frustration, anger, and yeah. But it's like and don't and there's a lot of talent in that locker room right now.
Mhm.
They made some pretty darn good signings over the past couple months.
Right.
Like like I stated before, Scott Demore kind of, well, I wouldn't say single-handedly, but he was a main factor in why TNA has been on the upward trend over the past couple months.
Right.
Either the bookings or the creative choices or whatnot. Like he was a main factor in most of those.
Right.
And for it's like you did a fantastic job. Now go away, and now we're just going to take over and get all the credit for it. Ooh,
And I hate
TNA gonna TNA.
no, I see this going to tank hard.
Yep.
And when I say and this is the worst time for anybody new heading to TNA, especially Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. How do what are all these like the new recent signings? How are they going to
Dana
respond?
Brooke, Dolph Ziggler,
Mm-hmm.
what's his name? Moose. Moose is already probably is like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Scott Divorce's wife. She's a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna happen with that?
Hey.
It's a lot of wrestle. Oh God, it's a lot of wrestlers right now that are talking about jumping ship. Well, they don't know where, but they're going to jump ship.
Whether
And
it
this
be
is
well, they're
WWE.
going to do something,
Yeah,
and what they have right now is they took a lot of momentum, and it feels like they kind of just crashed into a wall.
yeah,
Yeah, anger, frustration, confusion. Yeah, no, I agree. Did a hell of a job, 100%. And
yeah.
yeah, no, I absolutely in
One
agreement. It's not a good decision at
decision.
all.
I'm telling you
It's
now, there's going to be a lot of wrestlers jumping ship.
gonna bite them in the ass.
Yeah, I really see the Motor City Machine Guns going to WWE. I see Dolph Ziggler going to try to run back to WWE. If not, he's going to go to AEW. Dana Brooke, I have no idea.
This this
Um,
is this was exactly this works so well for WWE
yeah,
because it's like okay, WWE, yeah, and don't get me wrong, the Vince stuff was horrible, but you know what? Okay, they did the right move, booted his ass out, and now you have Triple H back in control, doing what he doing, and Cody Rhodes, The Rock aside, like feelings are kind of high right now
right.
for that company, and with AEW having
Their issue.
a fustercluck of drama behind the scenes, and and then TNA coming in and doing good. Like that last pay per view was fantastic,
Yeah,
and so TNA took advantage of AEW's face plant, moved them up into more prominence, and they had the momentum still going up, and then they do this. And it's like, don't get wrong. If details come out and it turns out that Scott ends up like pulled a Vince or something like that, and ended up getting fired for cause, that's one thing that'll explain things
right,
and fill in one of the blanks that we have.
right.
But
'Cause
if he gets fired just because of maybe if he like say if it was something stupid he dare say, like he dare disagree with a head office decision, or if they just want to or if it's like a power and control move,
But
then that is absolute bullshit.
right, because if that's the case, then you're supposed to disagree. You're
Yeah,
supposed to not take it personal. Some people,
sounds
like if you know
gross.
how many. Let me bring something up. You know how many projects I've been involved with, and we had disagreements. Had people let me go, or it was just the fact that they kept doing the same old thing, and it made me want to leave because it was too toxic to tolerate. Yes, it was too toxic to tolerate. So I left and let them bump their heads a couple of moments and realize, oh, we had a good thing. We had this.
And executive meddling kills progress.
Mhm. Like if okay, for instance, if you get a chance, research me on Google, research me on any search engine. I'm pretty much a producer, filmmaker, actor, whatever.
Girls Gone Wild 73.
Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa.
No.
Oh, don't do that for me. Don't do that for me. I'm like, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. But search my name, and when I say my name, my full name, and you will see executive producer. I have worked in different projects and dealt with people that think they knew everything but had no idea. But because they let their pride get the best of them, when I leave, everything becomes a what's the word I want to say? Because I can't curse, right?
I've been cursing the entire time.
Okay.
As long as we ain't dropping F bombs, but I've been
Okay.
saying bullshit.
Okay. Shit show.
There you go.
When I leave,
It's
it
like
becomes a shit.
PG-13 rating.
Right. When I leave certain projects, it becomes a shit show. People get upset with me and be like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," and then later on they calling me back asking me, uh, See, this is the type of stuff that that comes with the shit show. You have somebody good, they're doing the right thing. If it's working, don't fix it, gimmick. But because people want to add more to it or change up things and make things better so they can profit, this is the reality of what happens. You got rid of Scott Demore. Now TNA is going to be a shit show now because now you already did it in an unprofessional aspect. People have to relearn the administration, the higher ups, and the new person that you got in charge. Know their likes or dislikes, even though they were so comfortable with who they had working with a new company.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, when are we going to all get it? Like, okay. And sometimes, yeah, you're going to have to bump your head to realize, yo, I effed up. Let me go back and put my pride in my pocket and tell you I am sorry. This is going to be that moment.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree.
And you don't got nobody to blame but
yourselves.
mm-hmm.
And if this does buckle their surprisingly really good growth, it's their own damn fault. Or
Mm-hmm.
correction, it's not the fault of the wrestlers. It's not
No.
the fault of the roster. Nor is it even the fault of creative. It's the fault of the higher ups.
Right. Look at
100%. But of course they'll never take that responsibility. They'll blame everyone else.
yeah.
Especially given the PR statements that we've been getting from them. But go and take a look at what Jeff was saying. Expect MLW to make a huge push for number 3 spot, which would hurt TNA big time. Right now, TNA I think would be the number 2 spot over AEW with all the drama that they've been going through.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
So
it's very rare that you'll watch TNA now because they don't have they lack in storyline. You just got names. And you don't have stories. That's what draw audiences to your product. That's AEW's situation.
Yes.
If you create a good story, the audience will come. Word of mouth will bring more audience because of the story. It's not about how major your wrestlers are. It's not about the big names. It's about making a good story, making it interesting, and having people invested in your product. Because right now,
Yeah.
AEW is.
AEW has, this is probably, well, it's been kind of an ongoing thing, but it's they've been face planting a lot in the recent months, which is unfortunate because they have a very good roster with a
Yeah,
decent set of creative, and the wrestlers are phenomenal. It's just their ownership group is kind of right now, and then so TNA took advantage of that, jumped in and improved, and and Scott did fantastic in orchestrating their
right,
growth. And then his reward is getting the boot because the higher ups want to put in a literally one of their a company guy. It it feels like the Yankees re-signing Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone because because they toe the executive suite's line
right,
rather than caring about what anyone else thinks.
right.
And that in doing that in wrestling will shoot yourself in the foot. You shoot yourself in the foot by doing that.
Mm,
And that is not good. And you know what? It I don't want it's like I don't want wrestling fans to go overboard, of course, but voice your opinion. Like I want to see people voice their opinions on this because this is a highly unpopular move.
yeah, and right
It's
now, like I said, with TNA doing this,
voice your concerns.
yeah, this
Don't
is
make death threats. God no.
no. Please don't be the idiots
No.
that make
Don't be
death threat.
idiots. Don't be idiots. Like voice your displeasure, but don't be idiots about it.
Right. Put that hashtag back on.
Yeah, seriously.
Thomas is back. Please, God,
Yeah,
bring
seriously.
it. And
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, well, right now it might have been in the past, but it turns out that the inmates are running the asylum. But
Mhm.
that being said, it's like I don't know, but yep, yeah, I just saw another Fightful.com posted the prepared statement from Tony Cicione,
Mm.
and it's like it is PR tested, PR approved.
And guess what? PR is gonna have its biggest issues once
Hmm.
people start
Yep.
leaving the company.
And well, I don't think people will leave immediately.
No, not
The
immediately.
it'll be a few months, and if the storylines and whatnot and the pushes are crap, and if they make a lot of very bad decisions, then yeah, we'll definitely see an exodus. But don't get me wrong, that roster is hungry. That
Mhm.
roster wants to do well, and when one of the main people that was bringing everyone up gets unceremoniously booted, that is a momentum kill. That's a motivation killer. That's a momentum killer. That sucks.
Mhm.
It
And
really
you know,
does.
in my opinion, AEW is at 5, MLW is at 14, TNA is at 3, WWE is at
In the American market, WWE's one.
no,
NJ,
yeah,
don't worry, don't go internationally. NJPW is pretty high. WWE is like Disney.
yeah,
You're it that they're in their own tier. They're in a
right.
class all their own
Facts.
in terms of financial, in terms of name, in terms of money. It's like yeah,
Let
you're
me do the
no.
vital
It
stuff.
don't get me wrong. In terms of overall product, fine, but in terms of brand recognition, name recognition, no. WWE is in a tier of their own. even if AEW became super popular, they won't dethrone WWE.
Exactly.
But as much as we would love it to, but no. But
Well,
so
you will
I
never.
would say, oh yeah, in your opinion, yes. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but let me.
no, don't get me wrong. I love it NJPW,
Yeah, everybody
but
loves it.
WWE is still higher.
Right.
NJPW in terms of international branding or in terms of overall popularity, I would put them at maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're all international. They're Japan. We're talking the U.S. market.
So yeah. And let me tell you something, buddy. WWE is number 1 in my books. Yeah.
Gosh, Davion, are you sure about that?
Of course. And that's why they
Well,
get the
gee.
big bucks.
But yeah, so yeah, U.S. markets. No, NJPW does have a foothold in terms of the indie fans. Absolutely, 100%. Like a lot of big names after say after they leave WWE, they'll pop up in NJPW,
Right.
and they have a good
Okay.
a
So
working relationship with them. We'll put it
right.
that. Yeah, shoot,
Sure.
shoot it. Go go on. Well, we love to give our opinions on things.
Definitely.
But yeah, but to old
Scott DeMore.
to old Scotty. It
It breaks my heart to
it
see that
does.
someone that did a lot for a company and elevated to where it is now to be
Mhm.
like you said unceremonious taken out. Oh, wait, pause right here. I'm pretty sure that Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, I will gladly do Goofy's voice in
And
Kingdom
I'll
Hearts 4.
gladly do Mickey's voice. They pay me the
I
right
can't do
money.
a Donald voice, unfortunately.
I can't. I used to do it as a kid, but I stopped. Do you think that this will be the last WrestleMania since
No.
it's
Oh
been
God, no,
no?
no. Yeah, okay, fine. It's a Vince creation, but now it's WWE. It's the
This is
WrestleMania
all,
ain't going anywhere.
yeah.
No, WrestleMania is the big no. There is no chance
So
that
what?
WrestleMania will go. WrestleMania is their premier show, and even if it's a Vince creation, then technically all the other ones are Vince creations too.
Right.
So yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. No, they won't.
They won't.
Nope.
They'll leave it like it is because number one, you do have somebody in the McMahon family controlling everything. So
Technically, yes.
so it's not going to change as long as there's a McMahon in the family that's taking over and doing what.
Even if there wasn't a McMahon in the family, yeah,
And
we might see some of the smaller shows get renamed.
mhm,
You're not changing the name of WrestleMania.
right.
WrestleMania is like the free here. We're making a bajillion-dollar show,
Mm.
and all they do is just it's like Madden. We got WrestleMania 45. We got Wrestle. You want to know where our next WrestleMania will be? Boop, 46.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, the WrestleMania ain't going anywhere.
No, and
The
then
rest
not
the
only,
the
well,
correction, the big four ain't going anywhere.
right,
WrestleMania, SummerSlam,
um,
Survivor Series, Royal Rumble. Those
right,
four ain't going anywhere. The others, perhaps. No, I do agree that they are renaming stuff. They're changing stuff around. Fine.
yeah,
The other ones, fine. Not the big four.
I'm right.
And I do agree. They are renaming stuff.
Yeah,
They are not. They're not going to change the big four.
and
All right.
if they do, please and thank you
Indeed.
in advance.
Indeed. So.
But those big four, like Kyle said, they're not changing them. If they
Yep.
change it, but you already got a McMahon in the family that's controlling it. Even if they did, you got to understand that Vince sold the rights and sold control to was it TKO?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's a partnership with UFC and WWE. So they have control rights to anything, but I don't think they're going to change the names
Yeah.
because the names are too monumental. It's like you change WrestleMania, you're changing Profit, you're changing
You're changing everything.
Yeah,
That's it's
and
like it's like you're changing the name of the Magic Kingdom at Disney World, using another
exactly
Disney reference there, but no, it ain't changing. But
right.
but
If they
yeah.
do, like
So
I said,
TNA gonna TNA,
yeah,
and it's a damn shame.
it's a this is a sad moment, ladies and gentlemen, because you got
Indeed,
and
indeed.
and you're right. They may not leave right away, but you know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
just
But yeah. So yeah. So that being said, we got one more topic to talk about.
okay.
Let's see. Let me just write down a nice little title here. Where is it?
Hope
Sorry.
this doesn't hurt them too much. We'll see, but if I'm not gonna say a betting man, but if I seen stuff that happened in the past, this is like past repeats itself all over again.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, but yeah. So the final topic for today: Ogawa is gone from Stardom. Oh,
Mm.
don't want to do. Don't want to switch that one around. Let me
Heck,
move
they
that.
just firing everybody.
There's a, it has been a very interesting week in the world of wrestling over the since our last show. Yeah, the one of the main founders, Rossi Ogawa, fired from Stardom because the reasons given was he was kind of nudging people, nudging the women wrestlers out of Stardom to go to make their way to WWE. It's like he was being a spanner at work, and it's like, yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
It's basically the co-founder and creative head citing alleged talent and staff poaching. And I'm like, all right, so how do you do staff poaching when against your own company? But reading more into it, it's like he was kind of nudging people out of Stardom, and that's kind of crazy.
Mm.
So that one caught me off guard too. There's a lot of stuff going on that one.
Wow. Let me say something. Whatever's going on, whatever's in the Kool-Aid, whatever's in the soda and soda pop, or whatever you call it, pop
Kool-Aid.
or Kool-Aid or cola,
Yeah.
they're getting hit.
Yeah. It's a lot of weird
Oh,
stuff going on. And
wait. Please tell me CM has been released. No.
no, nothing that I've heard yet.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be. No, God, no. He just got
No.
hurt. Unless he basically blows up the locker room or something,
Yeah.
he's not going anywhere. At least until he recovers. He's gonna
Correct.
collect that paycheck while he recovers. Absolutely,
Exactly.
absolutely. Will he be
Please.
out longer than expected? Maybe, maybe not. Who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe it's all a work. Maybe he's not actually hurt. Who knows? But but Todd Gordon, maybe. But yeah, nah.
That was- Jeff,
Yeah,
Jeff,
yeah, perhaps.
Jeff, meow, meow.
Nah, we get it. But yeah, like I said, Ogawa's gone from Stardom, which that's kind of a shame because Stardom, like the women of Stardom, were fantastic,
Fantastic, yeah.
and it's just, yeah, he is out.
The only thing I gotta
So,
say to everybody,
and also not only that, we also had, and then we haven't even touched the Cash Wheeler stuff yet.
wait, what's going on with Cash Wheeler?
Cash Wheeler is facing criminal charges over his 2023 DUI arrest.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
Cash Wheeler.
did he hit somebody?
I don't know the exact details. He was arrested in Florida, or no, it wasn't DUI. It was arrested in Florida for aggravated assault with a firearm.
In Florida?
In Florida. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's incident took place in July. He was arrested and arraigned in August, and it's been kind of quiet since then. He's been appearing on shows, and now he's being met with criminal charges stemming from the incident. So it's like, so he was charged, he was booked, etc. They let him off, let him out for a bit while they were doing investigations, etc., etc. But yeah, now he's being met with criminal charges for that. A conviction could lead up to 5 years in jail.
And that's
Fi-
not a good
Not a
thing.
good thing for Cash Wheeler,
Yeah.
and so uh, Tony Khan said that he's paying attention to the entire situation. So it's happened outside the ring. Yeah, and he basically gave a non-committal answer to everything
Right.
because
Which is fair.
yeah,
You can't.
fine, but he says it's like it's inconclusive, but it's like he's going to be in the matches, but he's probably going to be weaned off until this dies down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's sucks for
I
anyone who's
got
a Cash Wheeler fan.
right. And I got one thing to ask everybody, including the audience. Remember a wrestler 5 or 6 years ago that
Hmm.
reminds you of Prince?
Yeah.
You
Oh
know where
God.
I'm going with this.
Yeah, I do.
Why do I feel like the Velveteen Dream may make an appearance at WrestleMania
Oh
or make
jeez.
an appearance after WrestleMania? Do anybody feel that he deserved to be back? Or, and I'm just saying, thi-
This one's for Jeff, by the way.
I did it.
That's been. I saw that, and the first thing I thought of was this is Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff would love it.
Um,
Also, yeah, early nominee for Hater of the Year.
okay. Jeff said everybody deserves a second chance, and I do agree with that. I think they should bring back the Velveteen Dream. Personally, you laughing?
No. I'm laughing at Jeff's comment of I'm
Right.
getting that shirt because Drew McIntyre wore a shirt with this image on it
I can't.
last on Monday.
You did?
He
Wow.
did. It was great.
His WrestleMania dreams are crushed. But
Yeah.
Jeff says everyone deserves a second chance. How do you feel, Kyle?
Depends on what he did.
It was accusations, and
Yes. And it's like I'm inclined to believe accusations.
I'm
It's just
I'm
something needs to come of that. Because if it's just people throwing accusations out willy nilly with nothing to back it, I don't like that. But I am inclined to believe them. So if they are true, I hope he does time because those accusations are pretty
no,
bad.
they already proved that it wasn't.
Oh, if it was proved that it was
Yeah,
proven that it was
'cause he
false.
was out. Yeah, because he went to
Oh,
court and everything, and I guess it like he said it was what's the best way to say it? It wasn't enough evidence to prove that he did it.
okay. Well, if that's the case, then yeah. Give him another chance. See if anything else happens to it, and hope that he's able to make the most of this second chance.
And a lot of people think it was kind of BS because, to be honest with you, if it was proven that he did it, the kid should have came up and stated more and pushed the envelope. But since the kid didn't push the envelope harder than they really think it was just a moment where somebody just probably faked or assumed that they were a female or something and wound up being a kid. See, we in a times where that's why I don't enter. And if y'all pay attention to this, listen to me. I understand there's a lot of women that post that's on Twitter, that's on Instagram that likes to communicate, say, "Oh, how you doing?" Send you the DMs. Don't always go by it. Do not accept it unless it's females you know.
Hmm.
Even with that, some people's accounts can be hacked. And
Absolutely. Certainly possible.
because you could pick up on it. Some people ask you, "Oh, I can't get in my account. Can you give me a password?" They will use, they will send, talk about yours, and then don't do it.
Mm.
If it ain't you, don't do it. Because
Yeah.
you know what? It's too much of this people trying to fraud or hack people's accounts and get in and all this. Don't do it because it's
Yeah.
not even just see through the BS. That's why I always tell Kyle, bring up the hashtag, bring it up, bring common sense back, ladies and gentlemen.
I think this is the most. This is for a single banner. This is the most times that we've pulled up a single banner in one show.
Because you know what? This is going to be the most common thing you're going to see on this show because I don't know what happened to our audience. I don't know. And yes, have some of us fell into that trap during the pandemic where we almost lost our ish? Yep, some of us
Yeesh.
did. Because look, you stay in the house long enough with somebody or by yourself.
I don't know. I Some of the best time of my life was with what was during the pandemic. To be
I'm not
honest,
gonna lie, I agree because
I was quite happy. I was quite content. It's like I was with
no, at first I had my
my
moment.
girlfriend was living here, and I was like, oh great.
No,
And
no, no. No, I had my moment in the beginning, but I start to enjoy it because I was able to cook on the grill. I was doing some barbecue. I was like, yeah, even
pandemic was enjoyable,
yeah.
as long as you weren't getting sick by it, of course. Oh God, but
No, no,
yeah, it's it.
no. I make sure I
Loan
cook.
payments were paused. It was nice.
Like that's when people pick up cooking lessons, grilling,
Yeah,
um,
bring back
watching
the
all classic
pandemic.
wrestling, watching all the movies,
Yeah, catching up on all the shows
seeing
and stuff.
shows,
But
playing video
yeah,
games,
but
and then when they slowly started opening up, that's when some of us was happy because look, I was the best experience ever going to a bar and you ain't had nobody to bother you.
it's great.
Mm,
But going back to the Stardom stuff,
right.
basically, so looking at the story, it was like it dates back like 9 months when Bushiroad execs started overruling Ogawa, and so and that was the start of supposedly his starting to nudge people out the door to WWE and AEW.
Mm.
So, and a lot of talent is loyal to him, and there was
Oh,
also a lot of rumors that he was going to make a move to WWE or something like that. But yeah, so eventually he gets the boot. The locker room was kind of surprised, and they're expecting several departures from it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, the only wrestler under a longer term commitment to Stardom is Mayu Iwatani
mm,
because she has the movie coming out on her life. But no, Stardom gave a lot of women their career break, the break in their career that they needed, and so they're knowing that talent may leave. That they have been putting in what's it called, like
mm.
like legal threats to not leave and the and whatnot. But yeah, so it's those who are leaving wouldn't be doing so until their contracts expire. So they're making sure that no one else, so that people don't leave before that happens.
Right.
But yeah, Ogawa's gone, and so Ogawa is not going to WWE supposedly now. But
Mm.
right now Okada and Bushiroad Fight merchandise manager Oyama will be taking over as the bookers for Stardom effective immediately.
Okay. And
So
Jeff,
it's
oh, just left a comment saying, "Do you guys agree with my Todd
I
Gordon?"
don't know who Todd Gordon is,
A
unfortunately.
lot of us don't know.
I think that's a reference that you might have even gotten me on.
Oh, wait. Todd Gordon did that, and that's why Paul fired from
So
ECW.
ECW got giving. Oh, uh, I see the similarity.
Right.
Yep, but yeah, that's a interesting thing.
Yeah.
So it's like it's been a very wild week in the world of wrestling.
Let's say.
It really, really has, and I think the best way to describe it as to the solution of it,
Brain common sense back, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. So it's, but yeah, and I do apologize with the kind of sporadic workings of the show today. This is my first time hosting it, and I'm still learning the admin panel and all the functions of it. So please bear with me.
But I will say this, Kyle,
Yeah.
you did a phenomenal job.
Uh, just my heart's like a little gerbil on a wheel right now, but that's beside the point. I'm usually better behind the camera or editing or just being a guest. But yeah,
Thank
so
you.
but yeah, so let's just looking at some of the other comments in my various wrestling chats, and it's like here's one for Jeff. Yep. Yeah, I know it's first time for everything, right? And it's not like I don't have experience hosting shows, but it's my first time using the program that we use. I'm used to just using OBS and Skype or something. Shows how old I am. But yeah, so yeah, it's an interesting time
Yes, it
in
is.
pro wrestling, and with all the drama going on, the only one that seems to be making out well in all of this is WWE. Again, there's always them.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, uh, but on the bright side, we do got the next WWE pay per view coming up. We got WrestleMania in the future. We got the Rock, the Rock Cody, the Rock Cody Roman love triangle happening, and so interesting to see what's going to happen with that one. Do you think that they're just going to do the straight up 2-2 split where Cody faces Rollins and they stick with Rock faces Reigns? Are they going to change it into a three-way a three-way as it were, or are they going to go? How are they going to do that? Are they going to turn it into a fatal four-way and then throw Bork Laser in there or something? I don't know, or a fatal four-way to unify the title with Seth Rollins and then turn it into a fatal five-way when Damian Priest cashes in before the match for whatever reason.
That's a good. Did you?
It's an there's a lot of ways that they can that there's a lot of ways that they can go with this.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
So
What's Jeff said? Did you guys hear about The Rock?
uh in addition to what we've
That's
said,
right.
not yet. Nothing. Uh in addition to all that we've talked about today, not really. So I don't know, Jeff. What did you hear about The
Yeah.
Rock?
Yeah. Him and
Oh
his.
yeah, yes.
Oh yeah, I just
Yeah,
brought that.
that was something we brought up earlier in the show, and that and that's what brought about.
Bring common sense back.
Yes, it yeah, no, don't do the death threats. Death threats are fucking dumb.
Yes.
Pardon my French, and or yeah, bleeping dumb. So Scott's gonna have to throw a bleep on that one.
That's
Our Scott.
Jeff,
But
let me tell you something. You said that's completely uncalled for. Let me say something. We need it. We need
yeah, well,
common sense back.
yeah, we no. What's uncalled for is the death threats. So no,
Yeah,
absolutely uncalled for. I agree with
yeah,
that one.
definitely.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
up.
and yeah. The definitely don't. If you want to voice your displeasure, fine.
Right.
That you are free to do so. Don't do the death threats. That makes you look like the crazy person.
Correct. Because to be honest with you,
You mean like CM Punk getting hit by a car? We are all guilty of it. So let's all do our best to not take things too far.
Or
This is
yes,
not a death match.
right. And they all entertainers, like I said. No. You know what? On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to end the segment.
No one deserves bodily harm or
Yeah.
death or whatnot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that can be deserved for CM Punk.
Okay. In
Further
that
injury
case,
is one of them.
no. In that case, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to end the segment. I'm Davion. This is Kyle. And we're Jabronis United.
It is indeed. We have hit the hour mark, and have a wonderful night.
Look at that. Look at that. You gotta love it. Yes.